Hi everyone, I'm Cristiano Galvão here again, and this time I have Mar from Microsoft. She will be talking about artificial intelligence in Excel. So, ladies and gentlemen, Marin.
Oh, hi. Yeah. So yeah, I'm Marginez. I am a program
Margines.
manager. Oh, is it working?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah. So I'm a program manager in the Excel team, and I'm gonna be talking about artificial intelligence, as Cristiano was saying. I'll be doing some demos, and I'm just really excited about joining the Excel weekend. It's my first one, so thanks, Cristiano, for the invitation. So, yeah, let me start by sharing a bit more about me. Like Cristiano was hinting, my full name is longer. It's Maria del Margines Marin. I'm originally from Barcelona. So, buenas tardes a todos. And I'm actually a computational linguist, and I work now for more than 20 years at Microsoft on machine learning and natural language processing features. And 3 years ago, I joined I Excel to work on AI. And let me tell you a little bit more about why we're bringing AI to Excel. As you know, Extreme is just an extremely powerful and flexible tool. It's used around the world for data analysis and decision making. People are very creative with it, but all of that power and all of those capabilities can also be intimidating. Some people might find them difficult to use or to learn, and they can be time consuming. And that is where AI comes in. We are augmenting Excel with artificial intelligence to unlock all of its power for everybody so that they can confidently achieve just what they need, and they can do it quick so that they can focus on what they really care about. Okay, so with that context, the first area where we've been applying AI in Excel so that people can benefit more from its power is data analysis. So I'm going to be demoing features that are going to help with discovering more about your data. They're going to answer specific questions you might have and also help you find the right visuals and the summaries you need. And in terms of availability, the core Analyze data experience is initially available in Excel in Windows, Mac, and Web in 6 languages, which are English, Chinese, French, Japanese, German, and Spanish. And the same language coverage applies for the web recommenders. And we have embarked on our natural language journey with the addition of natural language queries started in English. Okay, so let's go into the demo. And it's going to be about a publishing agency, and there's going to be 2 roles. So to begin with, I work at Contoso Books, and I just received an urgent text from one of our investors, and she wants me to send her our sales data, and she needs it right away. So let's see what I can do. So here I have my book sales data, and I know she's not very good at data analysis, so actually I'm going to be leveraging the pivot table experience. And there's now comes with recommendations so that I can just add some summaries so that you can make sense of the data. So I think that rating by date and category is going to be interesting, so I'm going to add it. There we go. And then there's ratings by sales and publishing branch. I'm just going to add it right here. And then let me see what else is in. Oh, I don't want to do anything about editors because they are not doing that great. Okay, I'm going to add this one here. And since I don't have much time, that's going to have to be it. So I'm going to send it. And as you can see, the recommended pivot tables experience is just augmenting the traditional creation, and it's powered by machine learning. So it means that it's analyzing my data to give me the best summaries, and also it'll improve over time. Okay, so now I'm gonna be the investor who just received the data, and is gonna try to make sense out of it. So, okay, oh, I see they added some summaries. That's useful. Let's see. Okay, ratings seem to be good. And one thing that's interesting is that I expected the original branch to be doing awesome, but I'm surprised that also exploratory is doing well. I didn't expect that. But in any case, I want to do some more digging, and I'm actually going to be leveraging the analyze data feature. Analyze data is going to be looking at my data and finding trends and patterns such as outliers. So for instance, I see Devon Torres is doing great in terms of sales, so that's good. But in any case, let me go back at the beginning. It always takes me a long time to slice and dice my data, so I'm just very happy that Analyze Data is doing that for me. Okay, so all of the categories seem to be doing great, and actually, I'm not that interested in categories, so I'm gonna go to what feels interesting most, and I'm gonna uncheck those, and also I'm gonna check the writers because I know a lot about them. And I see rating is something that is gonna be average, and sales is some, so that's all good. Let's see what I got. Okay, a slight decrease in rating, but it's not that bad. And then let me insert this one. Okay, we seem to have our rating and sales clustered in a good area, and we had an awesome book, so that's always great to see. And this is surprising. Actually, exploratory was supposed to be doing great, but it didn't do so well last year. Okay, let me look into that. I'm gonna go to natural language queries, and let me see. So I wanna see for last year, what percentage of sales came from exploratory? And yeah, that's what I see. 7%, that is not so good. So let me dig a little bit more into that. I know that editors and ratings are important for sales. So I'm gonna ask, let's see, I want a table with the number of books and total sales per editor 2020 sorted by rating. Okay, let's insert that. And as you can see, the natural language queries feature is just leveraging natural language processing and machine learning. And I can just ask what I need with my own words and let Excel do the heavy lifting. And in this case, the answer is backed by a formula. So if your data changes, it's going to be updated. But as I said, I'm more visual. So I'm actually going to go to the recommended charts feature here in the web. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I guess what I see here is that, yeah, we have our great editor Sydney writing 3 books, and that was good, but we also had some not so good editors doing more books, and that might not have been the best idea. So actually, let me just look at how sales are doing. And yeah, I see Sydney is doing great, but then it doesn't get that good of that. So recommended charts is coming to the web, and it's powered by machine learning, so that not only I get a great looking chart, but again, the recommendations will keep getting better over time. And I think that that is actually super cool. But as I said, I've been working in this space for a long time, and I know that actually some people might be weary around artificial intelligence. And as we are bringing all of the latest advantages and advancements in the field, machine learning, again, NLP, we're bringing deep neural networks, big models. Microsoft is really focusing on responsible AI. On the one hand, data is just becoming a prominent part of our lives, and it's important that we keep it safe. So we are really committed to reliability and safety. And also, as we leverage bigger and bigger data models, there's also the risk that we're going to be introducing bias in our products. And that's another of the responsible AI principles that we adhere to as a company to make sure that we are not bringing that bias in. And of course, one thing that's very important and that we take very seriously is privacy. And I actually must confess that as a person working on intelligent features, especially on the natural language one, I have moments of weakness where I just wish that Microsoft didn't care so much about privacy and I just could look at the questions that users are typing. But instead, there are a lot of privacy trainings, there are reviews, there is protocol that we need to follow so that we can keep improving the experience in a way that respects our users' privacy. And actually, those moments of weakness are always short-lived because as an individual, my privacy is very important to me, and I'm proud to work at a company that I can trust with my own data. And when we're talking about responsible AI, it's not really only a matter of compliance and security, but it also goes into the design of the feature. AI systems are probabilistic by nature, which means they are not always right. And when they fail, it's not always obvious. You're not going to get a crash or a blue screen. And this is a very important issue in an app like Excel, where users are expecting exactness and correctness. So Microsoft has compiled a set of human AI interaction guidelines that we apply to our design so that you know what to expect and have enough information to understand what's going on when we give you a recommendation. And then you can realize if they make sense. So I'm actually going to go back to the natural language feature, and I'm going to give you some examples of this. So let's go back to my data. And I'm going to delete this, and let's see. OK, here we are. So one of the guidelines is to make clear what the system can do. And that's why we bring these suggested questions, examples, and people can just click on them. And the idea is that we have this chicken and egg problem when you work on natural language interaction, because why would people start doing something that's never worked before? And the examples are helping with that, but still there's people who just look at this and think it's going to work like a search engine, and they might type something like plot, for instance. And what we're doing, I hope you can see, it's we are asking them to give us better, longer questions so that, again, we can get them to get all of the benefit from the feature. Another thing that the guidelines tell us is to scope the systems when in doubt. So for instance, if you ask, who's the best writer? We don't want to presume what makes the best writer, and we don't want to be bringing bias into the system. So what we're doing is we are striking the word best to let you know that this is not something we could incorporate into our answer. And in this case, we just give you a list. But then if you go there and you ask best-selling, we get you the answer because you specified it. And also what we do is following the principle of making clear what the system can, what the system did and why it did it, which is basically explainability. We are telling you, okay, so you ask who's the best-selling writer, and we're giving you the top one author by total sales. And if that's something that really you wanted, then you can just trust that answer. So what might appear a little bit redundant in the user interface is actually our intentional approach to what we call design for being wrong, because our goal is to provide you with results you can trust. And there's actually more work that we're doing in this space. We've received feedback from the community of other aspects where we could make the experience more transparent, and we continue to iterate in all of these features. So please keep an eye for improvements. Also send us feedback. As you know, you can go here to the Help tab and just click on feedback. And especially for natural language queries, I would appreciate if you include a screenshot so that we can really work in making things better. And this is something that we monitor regularly. So that would be very, very appreciated. And that's basically what I wanted to talk to you about. Providing results that the users can trust is at the core of our work, bringing in artificial intelligence to Excel. And we are very excited about the potential to unlock all of the power of Excel for everybody so that they can achieve more. So thank you so much for your time. Again, thanks, Cristiano, for inviting me. And I don't know if there are any questions that we should be following up on.
Yes, we have an important question from Osd Soler. Let me put on the screen. It's about what the technology may fail sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, in a sense, let me think. What is a bad case that could not work here? I don't know what's not going to work in this data set, but maybe if you said sales by publisher, like in this case, for instance, we are not able to match publisher to publishing branch. That's something we're working on, but we don't have it there. And that's where, as part of our design for being wrong, we are going to be striking publisher. So that's just, I mean, it's a small example. And then there are other cases where maybe if you wanted the best rated editor, we are giving you the top editor based on the average of sales. But what if you actually wanted the highest value, like the editor who had the one item that was the highest rated book? And in that case, what we do is giving you all of the details here, like this is an average, so that you might realize, oh, actually what I wanted was something different. So let me say, who's the editor with the highest, oh my goodness, high.
Is it possible for this example to use that Windows Plus so that people with small screen could read too? In the computer is okay, but I think some people may be watching using their smartphones.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you suggest?
The Windows Plus to make it bigger. At least on my computer, it works. This is Excel Online, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's interfering. Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this case, sorry about that, but I couldn't get the max rating value answer, which I'm actually going to look into that after this because it's a bug. But the good thing is that it kept telling me that it was giving me the average. So again, it's one of the cases for design for being wrong, because we are not able to give you what you want, but we give you the information so that you can tell and you can decide whether to get the answer or not.
Cool.
Yeah, and sorry about the size.
No problem. In the computer is good to read. More questions, please.
Yeah.
Oh, better. Yeah. Web.
Oh,
it's web.
sorry. I could have done that earlier.
It's small. Yeah. much
Sorry.
better. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, but they can see using the computer. Thank you for the Zoom. And let's put more questions here. I have a detailed text from Alessandro Trovato. Mm,
see the
yeah,
example.
it's more like a comment than a question. But people feel free to make questions directly to Mar because this
Mm-hmm.
is one of the reasons for the registration is to grant that you will have this first opportunity to make the questions. And yeah, that's it. We have a comment here from John Peltier. As admin of my tenant, how do I allow my users,
Oh.
for me, as a, for example, to send a screenshot with my feedback?
Um, I'm afraid I'm not gonna know about that. The feedback functionality is a shared thing, and I know that privacy is part of that, but I actually don't know. There is a privacy statement there, but to be honest, I don't know exactly how that's regulated and how that relates to the tenant admin controls. So yeah, I don't know about that. What I know is that if you send us the screenshot, it's part of a database and it stays there, and we just use it to really improve the feature.
We we have Gunjan Charma here asking about versions.
Oh, yeah. So analyze data, actually, as I mentioned, it was previously known as ideas and is still known as ideas in the semi-annual subscription. And other than that, is available for subscribers. So it should be in the current channel for Mac and Win32 Windows, and then it's available on the web for subscription users. And as I said, there are some language limitations at the moment, and we've started with those 6 languages I mentioned.
Yeah, I have to switch to English when I want to play with this.
Yeah,
But I was reading your LinkedIn, and I know that you have a large background with many languages, and so I'm
yeah,
sure that it will
yeah.
come.
Yeah, I mean, my dream is to get to do it for Catalan, but we're a bit ways out. And but the good news is that again, natural language processing has changed so much in the past 20 years, and now these big models are actually starting to make it easier to go to more languages. So that's something that we keep looking into, and hopefully we'll be able to do more very soon.
Cool, cool. And another question, people can ask the questions because this is real life
Yeah,
from Microsoft directly to the Excel community, not only in Brazil, but also a global community now.
mm-hmm.
I think maybe the topic may be not so close to our daily tasks because it sounds like something scientific, right? When you say about linguistics or computing and natural language processing,
Mm-hmm.
even for some people who are in the computer science field, depending on the level. So it may be hard sometimes to make questions, but I would like to hear about this uh, technology inside Excel and Azure machine learning. Are they connected, or you have some processing inside Excel for the desktop version at least?
Well, for this, it's all based on the same service. It's uh, an inside service that is serving both. I mean, both. the web, the Windows, and the Mac technology. And then internally, we try to share as much as possible the pipelines in terms of compliance, and we also share our models and our data. So at this moment, that's mostly it. It's not directly there, but it's coordinating with other teams, and there is research teams and data science teams that come into play to just give all of that. So yeah, it's really exciting in my perspective to see the focus on AI for Microsoft, and also from both the pipelines and the tech, and also in the responsible pieces. And yeah, and then on the other hand, probably these features are not really targeted to the audience today, because these are Excel enthusiasts, and this is gonna provide more value if you're a novice. But we hope that over time also this can help more advanced users just do things faster. But that's quite a high bar.
Yes, but it's really amazing to see what is next because people will take some time to believe that now we are going to be able to ask questions to Excel. Hey, Excel, give me something like the assistant that we see all around now.
Yeah.
The even the phone, the small
Yep.
boxes, the speakers.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this in Excel. So is our job let's let's ask the question. It is a threat to our job as analysts.
I think, I mean, the power of Excel is very big, and there's a lot of nuance in data analysis. So as much as we keep doing these things better and adding more to it, I think there's always room for the human perspective. But we definitely are trying to make it harder for you. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna move on it. But yeah.
Yeah, because to build a pivot table, for example, is not hard anymore.
Yes,
It
I
it
know.
was advanced
Yeah.
Excel
Yeah.
at some time, but not
Mm-hmm.
anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, but some
Always
people don't even
is
know
implemented.
that it works. So yeah. Oh well, us
Good.
we'll work on it. We're making it better, and yeah, definitely uh, try the features and send us feedback. And okay, I know I keep going to the natural language one, but that's mine. So I think it's pretty powerful. So just give it a try.
Hmm. Let me see the other questions here. I have a
Mm-hmm.
comment from John Peltier. Uh, yeah, Peltier is talking about the
Mm-hmm.
the evolution. But I'm sure this is really new. It's just the beginning from
Mm-hmm.
what I can see here, right? It's just the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You have many more behind that I'm sure that you can't talk, right?
Yes.
Maybe for the MVPs, maybe later for the
Yes.
MVPs. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm actually very excited about the new additions that will be rolling out in the next months. Actually, the pivot table recommendations are still halfway out there. So yeah, we're definitely working on improving the relevance of the results. So yeah, we'll keep working on it, and again, keep just sending us feedback so that we can really get the right focus.
I have an interesting question here from Laura George.
Mm-hmm.
What are the best functions and complements to compose machine learning in Excel?
So it's asking in terms of the what tech we're using. Um, we are really looking at the best that is out there and seeing what actually applies to the problems we're trying to solve. So we are now leveraging deep neural networks for some of our features. We are exploring looking at bigger models. As you probably might have seen in the news now, Microsoft is leveraging GPT-3, which is like the biggest model out there. So we're also looking into that and just trying to stay up to date and just bring the best tool for the usage. But to be honest, it's exciting because it's hard because things are evolving so quickly.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
I'm sure that you have many more knowledge to release. N- Not knowledge, information to disclose. Yes. We are in three languages today, so I know that we are going to release valuable, highly
Mhm.
valuable information soon. And thank you for accepting the invitation for this chat.
Sure.
It's amazing to see the work the Excel team is doing. Uh, People can follow the Excel profile in Twitter. I have been seeing, for example, Brian Jones sometimes always
Mhm.
celebrating what all the team does, and this is the way that people can know, can learn a little more. Thank
Mhm.
you very much,
Yeah, thank you so
and
much.
that's it. Bye
Okay.
bye. Thank
Yeah,
you.
bye.